Eshanosaurus. Eshanosaurus is a genus of a dinosaur from the early Jurassic period. It is known only from a fossil partial lower jawbone, found in China. It may be a therizinosaurian, and so the earliest known coelurosaur. Discovery and naming. In 1971 Zhao Zijin discovered a dinosaur fossil at Diancheng in Eshan County. The type species, Eshanosaurus DINOSAURS, was described by Xu Xing, Zhao, and James M. Clark in 2001. The generic name is derived from Eshan. The specific name honors Hikaru Deguchi, who convinced Xu that he should study dinosaurs. The type specimen, consisting of 3 fragments of a fossilized left lower jaw and teeth, was uncovered in the dull purplish beds of the lower Lufeng Formation in Yunnan, dating to about 196 million years ago, Hedanjian stage. The specimen is in the collection of the Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology in Beijing, where it is catalogued under accession number IVPPV 11579. Classification. The authors who initially described the fossil, classified Eshanosaurus as a member of the therizinosauridae on the basis of 6 distinct characteristics of the jaw and teeth, making it the earliest known coelurosaur, a Maniraptor and living long before Archaeopteryx, 60 million years before certain basal therizinosaurs such as Fulcarius and Biapiasaurus. A cladistic analysis was not performed and the authors speculatively suggested it was the most basal known therizinosaurian. Due to the unusually long chronological gap in the therizinosaurian and coelurosaurian fossil record or ghost lineage created by this interpretation of the find, a few scientists have expressed doubts about the classification of Eshanosaurus as a therizinosaurian. James Kirkland and D.G. Wolfe, in their 2001 paper describing the therizinosaur Nephronicus, related personal correspondence that the teeth of Eshanosaurus bore a medial ridge only seen in prosauropods or basal sauropodomorpha. Xu, Zhao, and Clark, however, had examined the possibility that Eshanosaurus was a prosauropod, given that it was found below numerous fossils of Lufengosaurus, a prosauropod of which the lower jaw closely resembles in general shape that of a therizinosaur. The authors arrived at their conclusion that the specimen represented an early Jurassic therizinosaurian, by testing the possibility that it were a basal sauropodomorph as rigorously as they could using the comparative method. The 6 traits found were those shared between Eshanosaurus and therizinosaurs to the exclusion of prosauropods. In 2009, a paper published by Paul M. Barrett again examined the question of Eshanosaurus classification. Barrett examined the type specimen in detail, noting 6 features shared with therizinosaurs but not shown by prosauropods. Barrett concluded by agreeing with the original interpretation, that Eshanosaurus is a therizinosaur, and that its presence in the early Jurassic has important implications for the evolutionary history of coelurosaurs, notably, that large portions of the coelurosaur fossil record remain missing.